Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XLM. So I want to wish you all a happy and healthy new year wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XLM. I'm going to start with this. Ripple's main rival, Stellar, sees 92% increase in operations this year. Now, I hate the way they call Stellar Ripple's rival, like XLM and XRP are rivals of each other. I feel they're going to work hand in hand in the future. XRP is going to move the bank's money. Stellar is going to move the people's money. That's what it comes down to. And I still believe that any country or any partnership Ripple has, those same people and those same partnerships are going to extend to XLM, giving XLM a much higher value in the future. On December 26th, the news about its first issue of GoldBacked DFAS, a diversified metal seller and manufacturer, Sulfur, became the first investor to obtain the issued assets, GoldBacked DFAS, representing certifying monetary rights, whose price and volume depend on gold prices. Now we see Russia's largest bank issued gold-backed digital financial assets. We also see HSBC doing the same thing. This is all leading us into the digital age, the fourth industrial revolution. You know, originally I thought XLM isn't going to be backed by anything, but it has to be high value to move value. Now my thinking on that is starting to change more and more each day. 10 things that happened this week, but the one thing I want to point out is central banks step up gold buying to their largest volume since 1967 in a move that highlights comparisons to the fall of Bretton Woods in 1971. I believe the entire world is going back to the gold-backed system. But XLM, if it was to be backed by silver, silver's going to be at a very high price as well. It's all going to start next year, in my opinion. Don't hold your breath for the market to come back. We have been told for a while now that the stock market has to crash, so the new money system that will be backed by gold. Now, I don't believe the stock market's going to crash right away. I think something different's going to happen as we see the BRICS countries backing their digital currencies by gold and trying to de-dollarize the world is going to push the US dollar down in value. At some point, I believe it's going to start plummeting. When it does, the stock market and Bitcoin and the rest of crypto is going to get a blow off top. I've stressed that many times. But if you're holding Bitcoin at that point, that's when you're going to want to cash out and get away from Bitcoin. Bitcoin has no utility. It's not part of the future. When you look at a new financial system and you look at the way people talk, they talk about XLM. They talk about XRP and the rest of the ISO coins. They don't mention Bitcoin. And if they do, they say it's going to be irrelevant in the future. But I still believe we have one more major run up before the system comes crashing down. Stablecoins are a type of cryptocurrency that aims to maintain a stable value relative to specific asset or currency. Now, how many times have you heard XLM is going to become a stablecoin in the future? And most of the time, people fudded around that. They said, oh, so it's going to be pegged to $1 US. No, it's going to be stable where it's not going to fluctuate on a daily basis. They are designed to mitigate the volatility that is often associated with cryptocurrencies, making them more suitable for use as a store of value or as a means of exchange in financial transactions. A store of value at a much higher value, able to move money on a daily basis in that new financial system. There are several different types of stablecoins, each with its own unique characteristics and features. The most common types of stablecoins are pegged to the value of a traditional currency, such as the US dollar, or to the value of a commodity, such as gold. Now, I believe USDC will be pegged to $1 US, but I do believe XLM will be pegged to some higher price. Maybe if XRP was to get to maybe $1,000, I feel XLM has to be somewhere around $750. I believe they're going to be very close in value in the future. You are describing the Stellar network and tokens like XLM and USDC perfectly. Foreign exchange will need a decentralized exchange, SDEX, to be a global solution, built into layer 1 of the Stellar blockchain for maximum security. Sending money abroad or receiving it will be easier in the future. New tokens and platforms may transform cross-border payments. This comes from the IMF, and you see the bullet train there. Then you see this from the Fed payments. So the FedNow service is coming. The financial institutions and service providers are preparing for the future of instant payments. Now, you take notice they both use the train. I pointed this out in an XRP video, but this also is tied to XLM. The train has left the station, Rosie Rios. And like I said before, if that pertains only to XRP, I feel XLM is going to be tied to all the same things that XRP is. It's going to be the people's money. It's going to move massive amounts of money on a daily basis. Even when people pay their taxes to the US government, they're going to be paying with XLM in the future. And people still don't see what's coming. Here's an interesting thought. Kennedy tried to take down the Fed by introducing silver-backed U.S. Treasury notes, but failed, and later removed by D.S. Johnson. So will the USDC XLM be the new U.S. digital dollar and controlled by the U.S. Treasury versus the Fed CB? Deja vu. Now, I feel that XLM may be backed by silver in the future based on the way we see digital currencies getting backed by precious metals throughout the world right now. I know Russia did it with palladium. I still believe China's going to do it with gold. But I believe even the US dollar is going to go back to the gold standard even before this current financial system collapses out. Or maybe it will happen after the system crashes out. We'll have to wait and see. But like I said, it's going to be high valued. Asset-backed digital currency, CBDC, plus ISO regulated networks, metal commodities backing, BIS, IMF, TWB, World Economic Forum, stable coins, Basel III, that also goes live in January, in a couple weeks. And when you look at this map makes so much more sense today than it ever did before based on that. And I believe the world's changing at a very fast pace. When Rosie Rios said the train has left the station, she doesn't mean that you missed out on buying XLM or buying XRP or any of these ISO coins. I believe she was talking about the new financial system. It's already going to happen. It's not that you're too late to invest in it, but it's too late to stop it from coming. As central banks fail and fiat currencies lose its value, people start to ask questions. What is money? That's when you need to pay attention to what financial institutions are doing. The new system will utilize blockchain protocol such as XRP and XLM to stabilize commodities. I like the way they talk about both of these cryptocurrencies together. I believe these are the cryptocurrencies that are going to be the first big movers. Stablecoin refers to a class of digital currencies that are relatively stable in terms of their price. Stablecoins offer instantaneous processing and security of payments as many cryptocurrencies do. They also offer stability with respect to their parity against fiat currencies. Two digital currencies that fall into this category are RippleNet's native digital currency, Ripple, and Stellar Networks' native cryptocurrency, Stellar Lumen, XLM. Both Ripple and Stellar enable faster and more efficient cross-border payments relative to correspondent banking. However, they differ in that the form aims at improving cross-border settlement between international banks, whereas the latter aims to providing low-cost cross-border payment financial services to end users and the unbanked population. Do you see exactly how they will go hand in hand in the new financial system? I still believe that that's why XLM became a fork of XRP for a reason. They were going after two diverse groups, the banks and the people. And I believe it was a plan from day one once they forked it. I still believe that Ripple and XLM are working behind the scenes together. XLM is going to reign supreme in the end. XRP will have the ODL for the institutions, corporations, but XLM is we the people's coin. The entire quantum financial system is going to run on Stellar. There is no comparison. XLM will reign supreme, then the great flood occurs into Stellar. Now, once XLM hits $1, wait till you see the FOMO money pour into XLM. It's going to be something like we've never seen before. And it's happened in every single run up until now. People will sit there when a crypto is sitting at its absolute bottom and they won't buy it. But the second it breaks $1, everybody must have it. That's what happens inside of crypto. Bear markets can be tough, but they don't last forever. Stay prepared and be ready for when things start to pick up again. Keep a long-term perspective and don't get discouraged. That's the most important thing you could do right now. Stay patient. Don't sit there and watch the chart all day. You'll go crazy doing that. This bear market is not going to last forever. It isn't. I believe things are going to start turning around in Q1 of next year. But at some point, XLM is going to shock the world when it's sitting at very high prices. A lot of people are going to have a lot of regrets. Regrets that they didn't invest in this crypto or that crypto. Because when this market does a full 180, euphoria is going to set in. That's what your patience becomes. You wait there patiently to get to those euphoric moments. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.